This is Jonathan Ordelius, and this is my assignment for the week 6 regarding about um, the server hardening techniques. And first off, the first four server hardening techniques that I think Amazon can use on the physical and virtual services is um, basically all of those five, but all of those are my favorite. The first one is operating system hardening. I I think it is good to disable unnecessary services to avoid potential hacker within the promised land. And of course, the second one is application hardening techniques because um, you know it really needs to update the patches of um, the services that the Windows server is using. After I disable some of it is really needs to update the patches of um, different services here in Windows servers. And the third is the endpoint security. The endpoint security is also one thing that I think because it will block some of the application that is not needed when we scan viruses using anti-malware. And lastly, the vulnerability scan, which the one that detects vulnerability. And I kind of want to say also the hardware hardening because um, in here you can set up a boot order and you can configure the BIOS. You can configure the user's password and the user of the supervisor user of the BIOS. So in this assignment, I also would like to show you the things that I disabled, the services that I disabled within my server or Windows server. So um, the first up is the Bluetooth support. So let's put that on maximize. So as you can see here, um, let's go to properties and it's a manual. So I disabled it, the Bluetooth support service. Next, the CDP user server is not included in here, and also with DMW app USH SVC is not included in here. So what I did, I just find the others that needs to be disabled. So for the example, download maps manager, it is disabled. Next is geolocation service. As you can see, it is also disabled. And internet or ICS internet connection sharing is also disabled. And the link layer topology discovery is also disabled. So for the number three question, which port are in use by programs on your Windows server? So the one that I see them listed is um, this one. As I type the netstat, this is the services that or the connection that my computer is connected to, and here are the ports that I think it is open and being used by my computer. And I don't know why, but as I type negative A and negative A on, it's not working. But so far, this is what I got. And what until malware um, that my software is installed by default in Windows Server. So um, what I can say is that um, one second. So all I can say is that this is what I use to scan for anti-malwares or any kind of viruses within my computer, and it is updated in October 1, and mm, and so far that's the one that I use to scan different kind of viruses or any kind of malware.